YouTube, how's it going? John here at Herman Woodworks. Exciting day. Gonna start turning these boards into some tongue and groove, like actually getting it going here. Anybody that's been following along, I got a stack of maple here, stack of maple there. Started cutting a couple. Wanted to get my setup down before I put it on here, but putting one side on. Let's take a look at what we got here. All right, much like I was doing with the table saw and a lot of the stuff I've been doing here, I kind of set up my own makeshift in-feed table and an out-feed table. Shop vac, about to create a lot of chips. I'll be curious to see. These are making bigger chunks here. I'll be curious to see. I mean, when I was planing, I was only getting about 3 or 4 boards and that thing was full. So yeah, everybody knows I need to upgrade my dust collection. Let's get some boards on here. All right, so this is the machine I got. I picked this up off Facebook Marketplace with the full intentions of eventually using it for this, and I'm finally getting around to this project. It's been around here a little while. So this is a Grizzly G1035 horse and a half shaper. So anybody that's familiar or non-familiar, shapers, slower speed, higher torque. Basically doing the same thing kind of as a router. Just before I start pointing at this, just let everybody know it's unplugged. So this is your cutter. This is going to be the groove cutter. And then I will have the corresponding matching one for the tongue that I'll put on here when we're ready to do the other side. So like I said, slower speed, higher torque. Just after doing, say, these about 10 boards, this thing is going to be worth its weight in gold, especially for doing these longer boards rather than trying to fight an actual router with a bit and wrestle with it. This thing just passing them along on here, it's been buttery on, like I said, already have 10 boards. So let's yeah. All right. Hopefully you can tell in the video, this thing was a beast. I was just gobbling them up. So let's take a look at them. All right, so this is what they were looking like on the one side. And this is now what they look like. Beautiful. Loving it. So that was that whole stack of 7.5-inch wide boards that I had right there. I think it was like 48 of them. So I'm not going to subject you guys to watching me do every single one of these. So I'm going to get to work and maybe I'll do something at the end here. Holy moly. It's a whole lot of tongue. Well, actually it's a whole lot of groove. Still going to make the tongue, but there it is, folks. All the boards got the groove put on them. That's going to be it for tonight. It's about midnight. We'll go ahead and get this cutter switched out, get the tongue cutter put on there, and yeah. Let's see where she's at. Oh yeah, a whole lot of chip. Time to clean that out. Won't even close back up. All right, we'll pick this up tomorrow. All right, YouTube, took a night off, but back at it tonight, another late night edition. And we have the tongue cutter put into the shaper. We'll take a quick peek at that, and then we'll get it set up and start running boards. Let's do this. All right, just to make sure Safety Patrol is aware, it's unplugged. Let's get in on this here. Take a peek. So that's going to be the profile on this tongue cutter. So that's going to go into the groove. Good stuff. Let's do it. So before I just go blazing all the boards through there, I'm going to run one, set it to the side, make sure that it's snapping in good with these other boards on the actual groove, and then we're going to go to town. All right, so put two of these pieces together. Let's get a look here. Obviously I need to saw cut the end of these before I install anything, but I did not hammer these all the way together because I want to take them apart and don't want anything breaking. But beautiful. Cannot wait to get these on that ceiling. I'll flip this board over. So that's what the tight fit. That is looking across that. See if I can get it to focus right. That is a thing of beauty. All right, let's get the rest of these boards going. All right, YouTube. I got to tell you, this Grizzly unit G1035 thing is a trooper, at least in my opinion. I haven't got to run any other shapers, but put it this way, I would never do this with a router. Like that was nuts. So let's get a close look at this. All right, that is like 48 boards, I think it was, I counted before. Obviously, like I said, I gotta clean the edges up, but I'll cut that off before I go to put them up on the wall. I cannot wait to see this stuff on this ceiling out there. It's gonna be beautiful. Loving it. All right, I'm not gonna subject everyone to the remainder of these. I think it's like 60 some odd pieces, almost 50 some odd pieces. I'm gonna blare through that, and I'll get a little snippet at the end. All right, YouTube, that wraps it up. It's like 105, I think it was, whatever I counted on the one video. It's like 105 tongue and groove boards ready to go up on the overhang outside of my workshop. All thanks to, well, the tongue and groove part, thanks to this Grizzly shaper. Thing was awesome. Highly recommend it if you're doing a project crazy like this. Or just like shaping, if you like making your own panels, you know, windows, doors, stuff like that. This is the thing for you. But once again, YouTube, it's been awesome. Can't wait to show you guys on the next video, putting this stuff up on the ceiling. Right before I go, let me get one more close-up of all this stuff. Feast your eyes upon it. Lovely. So pretty. Just can't stop staring at it. It's beautiful. All right, YouTube, once again, enough of my shenanigans. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. And it's been awesome as always. I will talk to everyone again soon.